are all doing well and enjoying your life within your own style. So I'm back with another contestant. His name is Ramin. What's your full name? Is Ramin AI Wali? Yeah.
It's Ramin Zishan.
Yeah, you are not put Wala at here.
I do have a wallet. It's Ramin Zishan Humbleness Wali.
Okay, wait a moment. I just humbleness Wali. Okay, it's not gender. Yes. Okay, so sorry for that little bit late. There is something editing problem here. So with a full piece of words, let's welcome our new contestant, which name is Ramin Zishan Humbleness Wali. So, Assalamu alaikum, Ramin. How are you? What's your life going on here?
Walaikum Assalam. I am fine and my life is also going fine. How about you?
Alhamdulillah, I am pretty good. Thanks for asking. So, can you please give me your little bit introduction so it will be beneficial for my audience to learn deeper about yourselves?
Okay, sure. So my name is Ramin Zishan Humbleness Wali and I'm a student at Rehan School Online Academy and I'm currently 13 years old. I'm from Pakistan and I'm currently living in UAE. My favorite colors are green and black and my favorite subject is science.
Okay. Okay, can you please tell me how many time will you spend in that academy?
Uh, 3 to 4 months now.
Okay, 3 4 months. Okay. As the same question which I asked from your sister Zirba Zishan, uh, will you have any single memory in Pakistan or you will forget all of those?
I do have lots of memories. I still remember. One of the ones I think is actually funny is when me, my sister Zirva, my cousins, we all went out with our mammut to this park, and then there was this monkey on the swing. My cousin wanted the swing, so he threw his slipper at the monkey. But the monkey got took the slipper and ran to the roof of a house. And then my cousin had di- and was trying to get his slipper back, but the monkey wouldn't give it back. So it was actually really funny to watch.
Yes, very funny ads here, but that the same question I asked Ziva. So Ziva says, I don't have a memory here. I just spent only 3 years here. I just say, eh, is something like that. I think they forgot all that, so no worry about that. Sorry, that's an interview of yours, not a Ziva one. So, can you please tell me? What's the major purpose of yours to join that academy or why?
Well, because I really had to was wanted to go to online school because school from my home was really far, and we were searching for online schools, and then we came across Rehan School, and it felt really interesting. I didn't want it to go, but then my father and mother said you should try it, and then I tried it, and I it was nice. So that's why I'm still continuing.
Okay, that makes sense. So, can you please tell me because you have taken first interview with that internship, so you will you have any idea about that? Any how know about that?
Mm-hmm. She mostly in that interview in that interesting thing she mostly asked firstly she asked about to give an introduction and your goals, and one question she asked was what would you do if you had 10 crore, and then one more she asked was could you like she did the interview in Urdu and she said could you explain on any topic in English for about a minute or two, and she also asked what were your interests and what task you know the best and how many have you did. Her questions were like this.
Okay, what was her name? Is Altaf? No. What's her name? Can you please tell me?
Wait, let me think. I actually don't remember her name. What was it?
Just
Uh, I don't actually remember her name, but it was something like Muskan or something. And but I remember her Wali. It was Talent Wali.
it's Miss Altaf, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
So this is some different question is here because I also give my interview is here. So what you say is when she asks you about if you have 10 crores, so what you can do. So what's your response says here?
Well, firstly, I said I'd donate a part of it, and then some part I'm gonna use to go to Umrah and Hajj with my family, and then the other part I'm gonna invest and also I said I wanna go back to Pakistan with my family for visiting. Yeah, that's what I gave as an answer.
Okay, that's a pretty mature answer from your side. So on my side, they ask me like that questions like, can you please tell me, will you have ever speak on something around about 5 minutes so I can tell about is some science projects here. So today's my work on that, so I can say I have a words on that, so I can easily share with you. So they don't respond me about that. So I think, can you please tell me, is a facilitator at any shift? Because I don't hear their name before.
I I think she's a facilitator, but maybe not for the online one. Maybe for a campus, because I think she mentioned it. She's a facilitator or something. She's also the head of the internship or the second head. I don't remember of the internship department.
Okay, it's just an AI trainer, HR assistant. What's the mean of HR assistant? You have any idea?
Notes at all.
Okay, I'm on the same page at here. Okay. Okay, let's move on to other one. I don't know why I'm asking you like that kind of question because that's my also first try and it's also on your same page. Is so. Can you please tell me how was your first day at that academy when you joined or make yourself a part of that academy? How was the day here? Your first day.
My first day, I hated it. I was so confused. I had no idea what to do, and then I was also like kind of nervous because I had no idea. And it's kind of uneasy when you shift from something else, and then you don't know anyone there. You feel uncomfortable and confused. And I was like, "What are we even doing in the class?" So it was pretty confusing, but time to time, I got the hang of it.
Okay, okay. Can you please tell me how many time will you have ever take to record your session on TED views? Because there is a first task when you go in live or you just record your session. So how was it?
Well, the first one was kind of I was like sweating a lot, and I was like what should I say next? I was thinking to myself the first one, and I think I didn't even pay that much attention in the first TED talk. So yeah, I really have to say something about it, and I don't know what to say. So,
Okay, or How many time would you have ever spent on that interview to make your notes and then spread your knowledge on the internet?
I actually used I didn't firstly I used to take some notes, but then I didn't I stopped taking notes. And when I was taking notes, firstly I was mostly adding like the main idea or the point of the video. And yeah, but then I just stopped taking notes. I thought it was boring, and I just gave what I remembered.
Okay, or if I ask you in which side you are more comfortable to making a notes or without note?
It's actually more easier with notes, because then if you forget something, you can remember it and say it. But when you don't have notes, you just have to make the thing in your mind. So it's kind of easier with the notes.
Yeah, it maybe happens. So when you record your first TED review and you just say it's going on a live here, so there's a both of chance. So when you are firstly record your TED review in the front of your audience, so how long was it is?
My first one was about 1 minute and maybe some seconds. I don't exactly remember the seconds, but it was 1 minute.
Okay, it's a 1 minute. I think I'm also on the same page because first one is also like me. So you have suggest your audience to watch your first TED review or you not?
No, I won't suggest them to watch my first one because it's kind of not good.
Oh, okay. I think so. Can you please tell me what's the improvement you have ever feel on yourself because you have a part of that academy a long time, like 4 months, a long time is also included in that. So, what type of improvement you have ever feel in yourselves?
Well, firstly, my confidence was built because I was one person who hated one thing, being on camera, and also I didn't like to talk much. I was like quiet. I wasn't fond of talking, but since I went to Rehan school, it all changed, and my confidence also builds, and I was more comfortable on camera, and I also started talking more. Yeah.
Uh, okay, at the first when you are joined that academy, so what's your point of view on that academy? Because you don't know about anything, so what's your inner thinking?
Well, I was weirded out. I was thinking, why is TED Talk review? Why are they doing this? And also for colony, I was like, why are they talking to AI about some boring topic? And for Canva Post, okay, that was fine for me, I guess, because it was something I liked. And then Story Post, I thought it was fun, but I didn't know what was the actual use of doing it. And I was thinking, why are we doing this? We could have done something better or like that.
Okay, there or what's your point of view at that point?
At that point, I thought I don't want to do this, and yeah, but I just still decided to give it a try, and I think it was actually not that bad.
Yeah, it's because at the same time I also have that kind of feeling why I can't talk with AI. There is a no beneficials at here, but I think that's for my research here, and I will now deeper about that academy. Firstly, when I join, I don't want to why I'm joined that academy for no reason. When I stay here and take a knowledge at here or doing like interviews here, so it will be more comfortable. You just it's just a part of game, you just say. So I think my next question is with you. Wait a moment here. Just checking the post. Okay, sorry for that. Okay, my next question is with you. Can you please tell me about uh, what's the benefits of our interview, because we are doing that, and it's also good for interaction with some buddies at here. So what's your point of view on that, or your perspective?
Well, you're right, and not just that, there are other things which gives advantage of interview and the benefits, like you get to know what others think, you get to know their perspective, and you get to know what's their opinion, and just and you get to interact with them on another level, you get to clear your questions and all.
That's pretty much your answer from your side. So can you please tell me, because you are also going you are going some physical schools in UAE?
Yeah, you wouldn't say it's physical, but it's also online, but I'm going in traditional studies, not physical but traditional.
Yeah, it's something like so. What's your favorite subjects?
My favorite subject is science. I really like that one.
So, in which branch you have prefer, like physics one, chemist, or biology? In which side
um
you're
right now I would say it's biology, but I think it might change by time, or maybe not.
No, you also give your first one, because I know you are a part of that. Then you have a love with the computer. So when you are at that point, when you love a science, so which branch will you prefer?
Mm, I used to like chemistry, and when I was small, I don't know why I used to take some random things like lotion, Vaseline, and then I would just mix them up together and say this is my new invention for, and that's why I was interested in chemistry.
That's very different one, because I don't like a chemistry one. I like bio, because it's very easy study about living things. Or chemistry is about all of that chemicals is up to you, and I forget about their formulas. It's here. It's pretty hard for me, because I'm also joining that tradition one, so it will be more difficult for me. But it's just a part of time at here. So, what's your perspective on physics one? Because there's some action or experimental fields. Everyone will say.
I think physics is one of it's hard and boring for me. Like it's just you. There are many things you have to do to get something right in that, and then there's big question answers, and I don't like it. So I, but it's still better than maths.
Okay, is it something like that? Because in that book there is a some single statement. You just says only two-line statement, and our teacher will explain like a theory, add theory explanations here, and making a conclusion of that. Why are you making it long? It's very easy, and I don't know why our teacher make it so difficult for us. Otherwise, physics is easy without numericals. Is here you just say, or okay, that's a good one. I chemistry you just says about chemistry. So how many time would you have ever spent on that book, or you add that subject?
It sometime like if the chapter is hard, then it takes more time. But when the chapter is easy, it's easy. It doesn't take that much time. If like the chapter is easy, I think it would be finished in one day if we have the time. But if the chapter is hard, it could even take 3 weeks because my classmates and I will have so many questions about that a topic when it's hard, and we'll be like, ma'am, why is this like this? It could have been the other way. It would have been way easier, and then it's like that.
Okay, my question is not like that. I just ask you like how many time, like how many years would you have spent on that subject, because you are like that, then you are very compassionate about that. So it's a good. You also reply me about that question is there. So there is a no meaning of that question. So at that point there is I want to ask something question about our that academy, so this make it easy for one. So what's your perspective when you leave your traditional school and join that academy? So what will you prefer, because you have also friend at that traditional school, so is it difficult for you to leave your school?
Yes, it's difficult for me to leave. I really like that school, and also like my friends. And but I think I'm really familiar with leaving schools, as I've left like maybe so many. I had first I was in Pakistan. Then I had to leave and come back to UAE. Then I started, and then I had to study. That time I wasn't studying, but then I went to Pakistan again. Then started studying. Then changed my school, and then I again changed my school, and then again, and then I came back to UAE, and so I had to change it again, and then I changed it again once more. So I've changed my schools many times. So, but I still don't want to like change. I really like it.
So that's a good. So, what would you want to do in the future, in the upcoming time?
Well, I want to learn how to stitch. Like to stitch and all, but I don't know how to stitch. And I also wanna study in chemistry, and I wanna do some random experiment or something because it's really fun to do for me.
That's a good one. You have some creative one. So you don't want to make yourself entrepreneurs like a businessman here. It's not something like that, because there is some less chances of women can choose in our Pakistan. There is a very less chances of women can choose a business field. So can you will change that thinking of people mind with your examples?
Yeah, I would actually wanna do that. And also, I think it's really not that good when they do like this. They should have give more opportunities to women as well, as they can do many things as well. You just have to let give them a try to prove themselves.
Okay, so how can our that Rehan Schools Academy help you in that field?
You can spread your message through social media, as Rehan School is on social media. We can spread this message there by the Canva post, even the story post. Even we can also discuss this with other things, like in other we can add this in our other tasks, or we can just give the message in our live stream like that.
Yeah, that's a good one. So, any last advice for our viewers so we can end that our stream?
Well, I would give one advice. um, if you have something to do, you're the one who's gonna decide. Either are you gonna start it, is this your first day to start, is or you're gonna start it one day, first day, one day, day one, or one day like that.
Okay, that's a good one. Okay, everyone, this is our guest. Hope you can go through by their life and learn something from our guests. And thanks be the part of that interview. And hope so it will be more beneficial for you. Be with us on the upcoming time. Take care. Bye bye. Meet you soon. Allah Hafiz.